Hi, I'm Dr. Ken Erickson, developer of the ProMaker method and creator of the Step Up to Ultimate Performance. One of the most amazing goals for any athlete to have is to run a marathon. And one of the questions I'll get pretty frequently, and it's a good one, is I want to run a marathon. Am I crazy? And I have to say, yeah, you're probably a little bit crazy, but that's a good thing. Because if you aren't able to step outside the box, how do you get better in life? How do you break through those mental plateaus, those athletic plateaus? You do that by doing something a little bit crazy. However, I will say marathon running is a very highly repetitive activity. And if you followed anything that I've talked about here at the ProMaker Performance Academy, you'll find that repetitive activities are one of the most harmful activities you can do to your body. What you'll find a lot of times with runners, especially long distance runners, is that they're not running through a very full range of motion for the joints. They're not running through a very full range of motion for their muscles. If they were sprinting, you might use a full range of the hip and you might use a full range of motion of the hamstring. But when you're generally doing a slower pace, longer distance run, it's usually about a much more restricted range of motion for the joint, much more restricted range of movement for the muscle. And what that does is it creates almost like a sandpapering away of that tissue. If you take a piece of sandpaper along a wall and cover the entire thing over a period of time, you could do that many hundreds of times before you'd start to see changes to the actual wall. But if you took that same piece of sandpaper and did the same number of repetitions in very small motions, you'd actually start to see changes very quickly. And that's a real problem for the body, especially for things like cartilage that don't heal very quickly. So it's really important for marathon runners to make sure they get plenty of recovery rest time in between each run. And some of those running techniques out there, running training schedules, have you running 6, maybe even 7 days a week. And that's actually kind of a little bit ridiculous. Sometimes taking more recovery time can actually help to speed you up and prevent injury and actually maximize your performance. So making sure you get plenty of rest in there if you're ever going to try to take on something like running a marathon. And I say good luck to you, and I'll meet you back here at the Academy.